Okay. Hopefully we're live. We'll just go in and see. Oh, seem to be live, that's good. And if anyone joins, maybe they could give me an audio check, but I think I'm coming through okay. Just give it a couple of minutes, have a little listen about.
Yeah, Roger. G3 Victor Oscar Tango Golf 3 Whiskey Bravo Quebec Stroke Alpha. Thanks for the shout.
Yeah, afternoon, Stu. Awesome.
I'm in Dorking,
Let's see where I could put that.
You may have gathered why. If you've been listening at all, so I don't repeat everything. My name's Trevor. Tango Radio Echo Victor Oscar Radio. And running about 100 watts into a one wavelength horizontal loop, suspended from upstairs window to a mast
over there.
tree in a big triangle.
Do that so I can see the chat.
Where are you, etc.
Right, okay. Oh, hi, Hagrid.
Yeah, lovely. That's a mouthful, Trevor, from G3VOT.
Right, so I've got another, literally an hour here. I've got the Polestar tuned up. Got the Acorn on, tuned up. Just have a swig of my beer. My tenant's here. So you can get a free frequency. Let's try this, and let's just move that. Like that, there we go. That might be a bit better. If I could pin this on top, maybe not. Anyway, I'll put it to the side so I can still see them. Okay, here's the frequency in use, MM0OPX. Here's the frequency in use, MM0OPX. CQ40, CQ40, CQ, hello CQ, CQ40, Mike 0, Oscar, Papa X-ray, MM0OPX listening. CQ40, CQ40, CQ on 40, Mike 0, Oscar, Papa X-ray.
Echo 0, Victor Hotel Bravo.
I think I've got that there, 2 Echo 0, Hotel Victor Bravo. Very good signal, I'll give you a report on the next one. Name's Colin, up near Livingston, over.
Hi Colin, slight correction, Victor Hotel Bravo. Very hairy bloke. Also known as Hagrid, so hello to yourself and hello Stu. You are a very good 5'9" on the dot to me. So back to you, Colin.
Okay, hi John. I think that's John. Fantastic. 2E0VHB. I use that VHB tape 3M. Don't know if you know that. Yeah, good signal here. You'll be able to see yourself on the live stream. Then you're sounding 5'9" to me. I never quite believed the signal meter on this. I'm RXing on it's a RSPDX, and then obviously the TX is with the 590, but sounding very good. 2E0VHB MM0OPX.
MM0OPX from 2E0VHB. Yep, nice clear audio from you, Colin. Like I say, lovely strong signal. So with a bit of luck, you'll do well for the live stream today. Stu said he can't call in, so I'll call in on his behalf. Hi Stu, keep coding, and back to you, Colin.
Yeah, he's obviously still working, and he doesn't want to get caught. That's probably what it is, John. But no, I do appreciate that. Yeah, well, try here for 40, and I'll maybe go up. The doublet seems to work quite well in 15, but not quite sure how well conditions are there. Okay, John, 73, all the best. I appreciate that. 2E0VHB, MM0OPX. Cheers.
Cheers, Colin. Thank you very much. 73.
73. Anyone else? Mike 0, Oscar, Papa X-ray.
Lima, Kilo Japan.
Okay, there was a G0, but you're down a bit. Is it Golf 0 Tango Romeo Romeo? Is that it?
Tango Radio Bravo. Tango Radio Bravo. Yes, we antennas 2 meters above the ground in the middle of a house in the state.
Well, you're actually up and down. You were 58 on that last over and you just tailed off again. So I don't think it's so much your antenna being 2 meters off the ground. I think it's more conditions. But I got you there, no problem. Name is Colin. What's the name over?
Thanks very much, Colin. The name is Roger. I work Tamworth, where they used to make a plastic pig three-wheeler car. So, and if you WAV, it's Sugar Kilo.
Fine, Roger, G0TRBMM0OPX, Tamworth. I've never been there, but I deal with a company called Brown and Holmes down there, on and off, so I do know the area. I can't remember my WAB, so apologies for that, Roger. I did have it written down, but anyway, I don't have it, so apologies, Roger. But your antenna's working well. I think it's just the QSB. All the best, Roger, G0TRBMM0OPX. Yeah, they make fixtures, bespoke fixtures, work holding for machining processes. Yeah, it's quite a well-known company, and they basically do subcontract work for a lot of the machine tool companies, which you have many of in that area, Roger. All the best, 73 G0TRBMM0OPX. I think there was someone else here as well. Was there someone at Lima?
Lima Bravo 9, Kilo Japan.
Yeah, good signal. Lima Bravo 9 Kilo Japan MM0OPX. I'll give you a report on the next one, but sounding good. Name is Colin. I'm not far from Edinburgh. Over.
QSO Colin, you are coming 519 here in southwestern Norway. The name here is Vinod, like Victor India November Oscar Delta. Vinod is my name. You are 519 here, Roger.
Yeah, thank you for the 5 and 9. I didn't catch the name. It was just a little bit quick. Was it? You want to just spell it again? I think it was Minute or something. Over.
Yeah, sorry for that, Colin. My name is Vinod, like Victor India November Oscar Delta. I repeat, Victor India November Oscar Delta. Vinod is my name, Roger.
Vinod, I've got you there. No problem at all. LB9KG MM0OPX here. I'm running about 500 watts here and going into a doublet. That's the conditions this side, Vinod. Over.
QSL Colin, I'm running 100 watts into a doublet in the side. 100 watts into a doublet, Roger.
Roger. My doublet's is only 66 foot. What length is your doublet, over?
The doublet has 10 meter on one side, and then it is folding back to the starting point. So I don't have much space here, so I just try to put 20 meter or 22 meter length wire into one side, Roger.
Roger, Vinod. Well, we do what we must to get on the air, and it seems to be working. I'm as I say, I'm running a 66 foot doublet, 33 foot aside. It's in an inverted V, and I can't really go much bigger than that. Maybe another foot or so, but I'm really on the limits here. I don't have a massive garden either. All the best, Vinod. You enjoy your weekend. Hopefully the weather is good. It's meant to rain here, but it's meant to be good next week. Lima Bravo 9 Kilo Japan MM0OPX.
Okay, Colin. Thank you so much for the QSO. Have a nice evening and have a nice weekend. 73 is from Norway. Bye-bye.
73, Vinod. Anyone else? MM0OPX. I missed the second to last letter. I got the G4 and the Lima Yankee. What am I missing, over?
G4, Lima Whiskey Yankee.
I've got you now. Golf 4, Lima Whiskey Yankee. I think you're about, I think you're 59. Name is Colin, and I'm up near Livingston. Over.
Good afternoon, Colin, near Livingston, near Northwest Bedford. I've been there a long time ago for a wedding. My name
name is Jim, and my location is Warrington. And your report from Colin is 5 at 9. Thank you.
Roger, Jim. Yes, I think you sound like you're from up this way. Where are you from originally, Jim?
Oh, I left Glasgow many years ago. I was born in Glasgow and brought up in Glasgow. And I left Glasgow when I was, 21, 22 years old. A long time ago, Colin.
Roger, Jim. You've never lost the accent. I don't think you ever do with that. I'm running about 500 watts here into a 66-foot doublet, Jim. Over.
Fine, Colin. I've got a halfway flagpole, about 50 feet, fed with coax. And I'm about to change it to a doublet, seeing it with underground rivet. And I can make it multi-band antenna, I hope, then, Colin. And for a long time, I've just been confining myself to 40 meter, 80 meter bands because I've done very little radio work over the past 20 years. And so I'm really I'm learning the tricks again, Colin. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, Jim. G4LWY MM0OPX. Well, I've only had my doublet up maybe a month and a half. So as I say, it's 66 feet. It's fed with about 11.5 meters of homebrew ladder line. It's got 38mm spacing. But I did have some issues, so it tunes on all bands 80 through 10, with exception of 17. Whatever I do, I can't get a match on 17. So it comes down to outside the house, it goes into a QRO 1-to-1 choke, and there's a coax length exactly 2 meters to bring it into the house into a Palstar AT4K. It probably would match better if it went right with the balanced output on the Palstar, but it's just a little bit hassle with the wires and stuff. But I'll maybe do that. But it would be nice to get something for 17. That's the only band I'm missing, and I'm quite pleased with the performance. 80 meters is certainly not as good as a full size, but it receives really well, and it's fine for just round about Europe. So, and I think the best band all in is 15 meters. Sunday night there, I worked a load of South American DX in that contest CW. It was really good fun. So works really well. Anyway, back to you, Jim. G4LWY MM0OPX.
Very interesting, Colin. Very interesting indeed. My antenna at the moment is about 126 feet, and I've just been preparing this 100 ohm feeder for it, and I'm starting off at about 12.5 meters of 10 ohm feeder. I'll be putting it directly into a transmatch, and then I'll using an antenna noise bridge, I'll trim it 5 bands bit by bit in the hope of finding the right length of feeder to cover several of the bands, the whole 5 band benefit, the old 5 amateur bands. So that's the aim. I hope to do that over the next few days, and my son will come and show some holes to off for me. And then beyond that, now, John. Lovely to talk to you from Livingston and Edinburgh. I love to hear the accent, you know? But I do like to talk to the Scottish stations, Colin, from G4LWY.
Yeah, fine, Jim. Nearly lost you in the middle, but you came back 5 and 9 again. G4LWY MM0OPX. Well, best of luck with the doublet when it happens, Jim. Yeah, I've not been licensed that long, 12 years, 13 years, and I've never put up a doublet, and it was an experience, let me tell you, quite frustrating, because I didn't realise how critical the feeder is, you know, to get a match. Certainly in my situation anyway. But I seem to have it working now, and I'm quite content, certainly for the next little while, and having many bands and actually being able to get on in the evening when traditionally I was limited to 40 meters, so at least I can have a little listen on 80 these days. All the best, Jim. Have a great weekend when it comes. I think we're due lots of rain, but I think it's to come nice again come next week. All the best, and I hope hopefully the next time you'll be on the doublet when we're speaking. G4LWY MM0OPX.
Yes, Colin, I expect to have a lot of hassle to get the right length for the ribbon feeder, but I'm patient, and I hope I don't go mad in the process. Thank you very much for the chat this afternoon, Colin. X-ray from Golf 4, Lima Whiskey Yankee. Thank you, Colin. Best wishes. 73. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73. Bye-bye, Jim. Anyone else for a shout? MM0OPX.
Golf Mike 0 Oscar Tango Sierra.
Wow, booming. GM0 OTS. I wonder where you are. I didn't look at the meter, but I think you were well into the red. Name's Colin, and I'm in Uphall, just outside Livingston. Over.
No bother, Colin. I think to catch up with you there, Colin. The last time I worked here was just over a year. Well, just short a year. Just over a year ago. Call sign Golf Mike 0 Oscar Tango Sierra, and the name is Bill Bravo India Lima Lima. You're 5'9" plus, over.
Yourself, you're about 20 over, Bill. I remember now, but I don't have you in this log, so apologies for that. And where are you, Bill?
Well, just outside Elgin, Colin, County of Murray, just outside Elgin, small village called Hopeman, Hotel Oscar Papa Echo Mike Alpha November. QSL?
Yeah, fantastic, Bill. Yeah, Peter's up that way, isn't he? 2M0SQL. In fact, I don't even think I've had a QSO with him yet, but I'm sure you'll know Pete. Fantastic. I'm running about 500 watts here, Bill, into a 66-foot doublet, but you're absolutely booming, over.
No bother, Colin. Are you hearing any hum in my audio, over?
No, it's absolutely perfect, Bill.
Aye, I'm hearing a wee bit of hum here. First bit of headphones I've on, like just a cheap set, like getting a wee bit of hum coming through, like, but no worries, you're not hearing it. That's fine with me, Colin. So, but just in the small village of Hopeman, just right in the shores of the Murray Firth, about 7 mile north of Elgin, Colin. That's the location this, and we're running the Kenwood, sorry, near the Kenwood, Yesu FTDX10, doing about maybe just a tad short of 400 watts through the ACOM 700 solid state, and the antenna systems are ZX6 BKW up at 10 meters. QSL?
Fantastic, Bill. GM0 OTS, MM0 OPX. Yes, lovely. The ACOMs. I had a wee blip there, Bill. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but yeah, my ACOM 1000 just tripped here, so I'm not quite sure. Hopefully you're still hearing me all right there. Fantastic on that. Yeah, the ACOMs are just amazing. And what I love about them most is the protections they've got in them. They just trip out so easily if something's just not right. So it's rarely that you're going to get an issue, but working fantastic. And the FD-DX10 working very, very well, Bill. Okay, all the best, Bill. I hope the weather's going to be better for you this weekend than it is going to be for us, but we'll just have to wait and see. Hope you can get on with something. GM0OTS, MM0OPX.
I agree with you about the ACOM, like, there's excellent protection on them, but they're very fussy, like the solid state, but it's no bother at all. The antenna one just now is a ZX6 BKW, and they've trimmed the 450 ladder line right down till I got it on to 1-to-1 and 40 meters. Took about maybe about 10 inches off out the Colin, so it seems to be working okay anyway, like. No bother, Colin, you have a good weekend there. 15 degrees outside just now, could you believe it? So have a nice weekend, Colin. 73, and till the next time, from Golf Mike 0 Oscar Tango Sierra.
Yeah, it's just fantastic now. So let's hope it continues, Bill. All the best. GM0OTS, MM0OPX. Bye bye. Anyone else for a shout? MM0OPX listening. Oh, you're down in the box. Something Foxtrot. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Sierra Foxtrot. Came up a little bit there. You're about a 5 and 5 peaking, 55. Name is Colin, over. Yeah, Roger. I'm just give me a little second here. I've got some issues here with my ACOM. Just stand by a little second. Let's try that again. 2E0 Whiskey Sugar Fox MM0 OPX. How copy?
Yeah, I can give you a 5 and 9, Colin. 5 and 9. Over.
Yeah, you actually came up there. You were a little bit more than that. I'm not quite sure what wrong there, but I just retuned the PALSTAR and it seems to have come up okay. I think I was just a little bit too far away from where I tuned it originally. What's the name and where are you? Over?
The name here is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo Steve. I'm in Tree in Hertfordshire, which is about sort of 30 miles north of London. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Steve. No problem. Sounding good. I'm running about 500 watts this end, and that's into a 66-foot doublet. So pretty simple condition, Steve. Over.
I'm running 5 watts, Colin.
Wow. So let me get a second. Let me just turn my power down here. Okay, Steve. I wonder if you can still hear me. That's 5 watts. 5 watts. Over. Yeah, I think you never got me there, Steve. That was on 5 watts, but I'm back up to the 500 now. Over. I'm losing you there, Steve. Try once more. Just you dip down there in the noise. Over.
Sorry. Just leave it at halfway. Over.
Wow, no, it's working excellent. It's probably working better than what my doublet is. I think I need a little bit of the power here. Just maybe some of the little bit of losses, Steve. But you're working very, very well. Okay, Steve, have a great weekend, and we'll look for you next time. 2E0 WSF MM0 OPX. I am, Steve, and if you look on YouTube, you'll be able to hear yourself. I'm just looking here. You're 22 minutes and 14 seconds in, so if you have a look then, you'll be able to hear yourself, Steve. Over. Yeah, well, I think I probably got it from somewhere else, Steve. But that's good to hear. If I could make it a little bit more popular, I do have some more ideas. I've got a little PCB mounting board to make the QRP QRP transformer. So hopefully that's going to be with me in the next couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to trying that out, and I'll document that on the channel when I do, Steve. All the best. 2E0 WSF MM0 OPX. Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, Colin. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Anyone else? Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray.
Mike India 5 Uniform Tango Charlie.
Yeah, good signal, Mike. Italy 5 Uniform Tango Charlie. Oh, that's a nice ring to it. But as I say, 59. Name is Colin. I'm just outside, not far from Edinburgh, outside Livingston. Over.
Roger, Colin. Good to make contact with you. I too would be one of your followers there, and take great delight in watching your antics and your guides there. Hi. Name here is Sid, Sierra India Delta, and I'm on the north coast of Northern Ireland. You're a cracking signal, 5, 9 plus 10 over.
Thanks, Sid. Appreciate that. You're about 10 over here as well. Absolutely booming. The short seems really skip. Really short. Yes, sorry, tongue tied. The skip seems really short because Bill up in Elgin there, which is maybe not that far a distance as the crow flies, and he was nice and strong as well. Yeah, I've not been making too much lately there, but I've been enjoying building this doublet and actually playing some radio rather than making videos, so it's been a nice change, but we'll get back to it again. And the reason I've just not been going in the garage is it's been that cold this winter, and I just can't be bothered going out at 8 o'clock in the evening to do things, and it's freezing. So with the lighter nights and the warmer times, it'll be nice to go out and actually do some things in the evening. But as I say, ran about 500 watts here into the newish doublet. MI5 UTC MM0 OPX.
MM0 OPX, MI5 UTC. All copied, Colin, 100%, no problem. Just running an FT991A here, barefoot 100 watts. And my antenna is an end fed
wire fed halfway from UK antennas. Just the usual 49 to 1 transformer and whatever it is, 66 feet of wire, whatever, just strung out. But I have it like an inverted V, so I've got the centre of the wire kind of at the highest point, maybe about 30 feet in the air. It seems to work quite well anyway for me, so especially around the British Isles here, you know. So there you go. Right, I might hold it, let you try and get a few more in the log there before you probably get close up to go for your tea. Nice to get a chat with you, and we'll look forward to seeing more videos on the old YouTube. Back to you for any files there. Call MM0OPX MI5 UTC, over.
Yeah, fine, Sid. MI5 UTC MM0OPX. Yeah, nice to chat to you. I think for the first time there. Yeah, as I say, I've the wife and the junior and the junior they're away out, so I thought I'd take the chance just to come on the radio. Don't often get on the in the afternoon, so yeah, maybe get another half an hour or so, but I'll maybe try and see if I can go up to the higher bands. If somebody's able to, I'll need to have a look and see if they're actually open. Maybe go up to 15 or something, and maybe get a little bit of DX. Enjoy your weekend, Sid. Hopefully it's going to be okay for you. MI5 UTC MM0OPX. Cheers, Sid.
Cheers, Colin. Bye.
Anyone else for a shout? Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray.
MM0 OPX. This is Golf 4 November Uniform Oscar.
Yeah, there was a couple of years there, but Golf 4 November Uniform Oscar, I think it was. Booming signal 59 plus over.
Yes, you're 20 over 9 with me as well. MM0 OPX, this is Golf 4 November Uniform Oscar. Name is Alistair, and the QTH is 2 miles east of Redcar on the North Yorkshire coast. So cracking signal, and the band seems quite lively. I think in another half hour or so it'll be different again. Back to you, MM0 OPX G4NUO.
Yeah, fine, Alistair. G4NUO MM0OPX. You're 20 over, showing on the SDR console. Absolutely booming. We're on about 500 watts here. That's into a 66-foot doublet. So yeah, I thought I would. I don't often use. I don't run the amplifier that much. So nice to give it a little run through the doublet and see how it's working, because I've only had it up maybe a month or so. But there we are. Weather here is absolutely lovely. It's about 15-16 degrees. The sun is shining, but I don't believe it's going to last very long. Back to you, G4NUO MM0OPX.
Yes, okay. Quick break on the name. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. The name is Colin. Colin is the name. Over.
Yes, okay, Colin. One of my long-distance relatives was a Colin as well. Right, okay, yeah, 5 and 9 plus 20, thank you very much. You're the same. You're just a little bit short, but that will correspond because I'm using here 600 watts out. The antenna is just a multi-band dipole, about 7.5 metres above the ground, Colin. The rig is a 7300 from Icon, and it's rapidly becoming the British standard radio, I think. Even world standard radio. Everybody who speaks to seems to have one. Well, yeah, thanks for the weather report. It's dry here down on the northeast coast, and the temperature is 16 degrees, which is not bad. Earlier this morning the wind was off the sea and it was a little bit cutting. But it's been quite pleasant, and at least it's not raining, Colin. Right, I know there are others waiting for you, and I think you're anxious to take a look on the higher band. So, don't think we've spoken before, but good to speak with you this afternoon. And let's hope for another contact in the not-too-distant future. Wish you best 7-3s, Colin, and listen for any final comments. MM0 OPX G4NUO. Yeah,
fine, Alistair. G4NUO MM0OPX. Just the one comment on the 7300. I've got one under my desk here. Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. But because the 7300, I find it so light, I've got it in a Pelican case here, and I actually take it portable if I'm going to be sitting out for a couple of hours, and it's really nice to use portable. But here in the shack, I'm transmitting with a TS590. I've had it since 2011, and I love the audio on it. The TX audio is fantastic. So yeah, as I say, everyone on their I think before the 7300, there was a lot of us. I remember when I got licensed, we were all buying 590s, but a lot of people got rid of them. But I can't understand why. It's a really good radio. Okay, all the best, Alistair. Waffling on here. G4NUO MM0OPX 73.
Yes, okay, Colin. Well, I could imagine it's only to release the equity that's in the rig. And just very quickly, I've got another rig here as well, which is a valve final. It's a TS530S that I bought when I first got licensed with the G4 call. And it's a wonderful piece of kit. I'll not be parting with it for anything, Colin. Okay, best 73. Nice to talk, and good luck on the bands. MM0OPX G4 any world. Bye-bye now.
Okay, thanks, Alistair. Bye for now. Okay, there was another couple of stations there. I wonder if you're still there. MM0OPX.
Yeah, 2 Echo Zero, X-ray, Fox Kilo.
Quebec. 2 Echo Zero, Bravo by South.
Another, I think there was 3 of you there. The Quebec station, stand by a sec. I think it was at 2 Echo Zero, X-ray, Foxtrot King.
Yeah, 2 Echo Zero, X-ray, Fox Kilo. Hello, Colin. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. I've probably spoken before, but I don't have you. I don't have you in this log. But you sound like sounds like a Scottish accent. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Originally from sunny Kilmarnock, but been down south for longer than I would care to mention. But the bigger plan is to come back up the road. Go ahead.
Roger. And what's the name?
Yeah, operator name is Darren. Delta Alpha Romeo Echo November.
Yeah, fantastic, Darren. Yeah, well, I suppose, it's a place I've never been, as Kilmarnock. I always go past it when we go on holiday every year down to Craigtara. It just seems more of a family tradition than anything else, Darren. In fact, we're away there in a couple of weeks again, and I always see the sign Kilmarnock, and I always think, I've never been there. I'm not going to hold it there, Darren, if you don't mind. There was a couple of others calling there. I'll try and get through them, and I want to QSY up to maybe some of the higher bands. But great to talk to you, and you're booming. 59++. 2E0XFK MM0OPX.
Yeah, cheers, Colin. All the best. 73. Doublet's working well. You've +10, no issues. Catch you later on, sir. Cheers and beers.
Yeah, cheers, Dan. Yeah, the station ending Quebec.
Golf 6, Tango Echo, Quebec.
Hello, Ian. G6TEQ. You're 59, over.
Roger, thank you very much, Colin. You're 59 down here as well, down into, well, it was sunny, but it's gone cloudy now, Torquay. Back to you from G6TEQ.
Yeah, well, it's much the same here. It's kind of hazy, but I see the clouds building. It's beautiful. I'm almost sweating here in the shack. So I'm not complaining, because it's not often we get weather like this, and it's been pretty cool spring with, the trees are just starting to show their buds now. So it's nice to get some good weather. Finally, Ian. Yeah, running 500 watts this side, and that's just into the 66-foot doublet. So nice to see. I'm getting round about the UK this afternoon, over.
Yeah, very good indeed, Colin. I'm running about 140 watts here into a doublet, copper 80 metres, so it's about 130 feet long, but I've used this for about 4 or 5 years, so I must admit I do like a doublet. I have other antennas, but always go back to a doublet, particularly on the lower bands, I must admit. But running an IC7760 here, as I say, with about 140 watts out. So back to you from G6TEQ.
Yeah, G6TEQ MM0OPX. Yeah, if I could have fit a bigger doublet in here, I would have one. And I have to ask, how are you finding the ICOM, Ian?
Interesting to try to start with. 1 or 2 little niggles I've got with it, but not over complicated. But I've still got my 7300, which I thought would be just a simple transition, but definitely got to learn to drive it, as we say. So, but other than that, really good. Audio's good, and the controls are similar but different, if that makes sense. Back to you, Colin, from G6TEQ.
Yeah, fine, Ian. MM0OPX returning. Yeah, it's interesting. You're the first person that I've spoken to on one. I don't suppose I'll chat to too many people that do have one, but that's interesting. And I do like the idea of the separate unit, having the head unit, being able to pack the base unit away somewhere. I'm running a TS590 here for TX, and I've got an SDR switch to N2 EME, and for RX I'm using an RS an SDR play, RSP DX-R2. So that goes into SDR console, and I do the switching, and I'm quite enjoying having the full. I think I've got I can have up to 500 kilohertz of bandwidth that I can watch at a time, and it's really, really nice. So it's almost like having a much, much higher end radio when it's a lot cheaper, and it's a lot cheaper to do it. So I'm really enjoying it. The only thing that I think I miss, the TS590 is good because it's got 2 antenna sockets, although I do have a remote antenna switch here. Is that obviously the cheaper radios, they're that good, but obviously manufacturers deliberately leave hardware off the back of them, like multiple antenna sockets, because they want you to upgrade and spend the money on the big radio. But apart from that, I suppose you can't gripe at the price of radios nowadays. Right, back to you, Ian. G6TEQ MM0OPX.
MM0OPX and G6TEQ. Well, the 7760, you can actually take an SDR feed directly off the back. The software, it's servers in it. So you just got to run some Icon software. I haven't done it yet, but I'm not sure what the bandwidth would be. It's supposed to give you a third receiver if you want it. So, yeah, you can get slightly overcomplicated, I think, but I haven't tried that. But I think I'll give it a go in the future. So it just runs into ACSDR, I think, if memory serves me correct, seeing a few videos and people who've done it. So that will be interesting to see, as I say, especially if you could have a 2 meg spread or something like that. Back to you from G6TE2.
Yeah, fine, Ian. MM0OPX returning. No, that's really interesting because I never knew that. That's one thing that I would like to do. I think I can do it. The setup that I've got here, I need to see if I can have. So basically, I can have two SDRs because I want to buy the AirSpy. So obviously the two kind of the best receivers is the one I've got here, and the one that maybe pips it is the AirSpy HF Plus Discovery. So probably when the Black Friday sales come round, I'll get one of those. But I'm thoroughly enjoying actually sitting in front of the computer and having the big screen and so on, rather than just looking at the radio. So it makes a nice change. Okay, Ian, I'll wish you all the best. There was somebody else there, Colin. I'm not sure if they're still there, but I'll see if there's anyone else there. And as I say, I'm going to try and QSY up the bands before I need to pull the plug. Back to you for any final. G6TEQ MM0OPX.
G6TEQ returning for finals. No, have a good weekend, Colin. Hope you get some DX. I did jump down from the lower bands earlier, from the higher bands earlier. Nothing great up there at the moment.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. Probably I'll maybe just go up there the last 5 minutes or so. Cheers, Ian. Anyone else for a call? MM0OPX listening.
To Mexico 0 India Papa Quebec.
There's a few of you there. I'll try and get through them quicker. 2M0, is it? 2M0 IPQ, is that it?
QSL, Colin, Mike 0 OPX. This is Derek, 2 Mexico 0, India Papa Quebec. QSL?
You're booming, Derek. 59++. Where are you, over?
QSL, I'm in Falthouse. I see you in West Lothian, Colin. It's a bit of a mystery whereabouts. See that picture on your QRZ page? It looks like reels or a pole. Is that for fishing or amateur radio, over?
Well, it's for both, Derek. So two-part question. I'm in Uphall, top end of Uphall, so not far from you at all. Probably opposite ends of the county, but not far as the crow flies there. And yes, it's...
So I missed the end bit there. The picture on the QRZ page, I was thinking, is it to tension a dipole? And then I've seen down the bottom of your QRZ page, you're a bit of a fisherman, and it looks like fishing reels. I've never seen anything like that, Colin. What is it? You're 5 and 9 plus 10 dB to me, by the way. Booming, over.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. You're the same. I just had a wee issue there. Stand by just a second, Derek. Yeah, a wee issue here, Derek, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think I've got a dodgy connection somewhere because my amplifier tripped out there. I've just turned down the power there. Yeah, those are fly fishing reels, so I got those from the Glasgow Angling Centre. They're about the cheapest ones you can get because obviously, fly stuff's really expensive, and it's tensioning a vertical, so it's an adjustable length vertical antenna. And on a 12-metre spider beam pole, I can tune all bands 80 through, well, depending on how you feed it, you could go up to about 80 up to 6 metres on it. So it's just a variable length quarter wave, but obviously you only get one band at a time, Derek. But it's quite a nice antenna.
QSL, that's that's impressive there, Colin. I've never seen anything like that. I'm not going to hold it. There was a lot shouting you. And I'll log into yours. Take care, faithful to, over.
Okay, thanks Derek, I appreciate that. Okay, who else was there? MM0OPX.
Golf for Uniform November Echo.
Yeah, Golf 4 Uniform November Echo, MM0OPX. You're about a 5 and 7 here. Name's Colin, over.
Okay, thanks very much, Colin. The name here is Stephen, Sierra Tango Echo, Papa Hotel Echo November. The location is Ferring, about 3 miles west of Worthing on the south coast. You're about a 5 and 7 here, but up and down in the noise. I'm doing the work over it, so my square is Tango Quebec 00, if that's of interest to you. So back to you there, Mike 0, Oscar Papa X-ray, G4UNE, bye.
Yeah, G4UNE MM0OPX. Fine there, Stephen. Yeah, you're probably a bit stronger than that. 5'8", you're probably maybe a bit more than that, but sounding really good. So I got the WAB. I'm trying to remember what my one is, and I can't, Stephen. So I do apologise here. I'm in Uphall, just outside Livingston there. I think it's November Fox something there, but I did have an app on the phone, and I'm just looking here. No, I'll need to have a look, and I need to really write it down and just have it here. So that's quite bad housekeeping of me here, Stephen. G4UNE MM0OPX.
Okay, Colin, don't worry. I can work it off I can work it out from your QRZ page, which gives Latin long. I can put it into the grid reference finder, and that will give me the square anyway. So don't worry about it. Was working WAB net this morning, and got a few squares, which was nice. A couple of Northern Ireland ones actually. So back to you there, Colin. The band's a little bit up and down, but it's a lot better than it has been the last few days. Back to you, Mike 0, Oscar Papa X-ray, G4UNE, bye.
Yeah, fine there, Stephen. MM0OPX returning. Okay, I've managed to get it there on Peter's little web page there. So it's November Tango 07. November Tango 07. Over.
Okay, thanks very much, Colin, for November Tango 07, and 5 and 8, you're a 5 and 8 now, 5 and 9 sometimes in the noise, it's up and down, so, and thank you for 5 and 8 from me. Excuse me. The kit here is a Kenwood TF, 100 watts into a long wire, and which about got 40 metres going. So back to you, Colin. I just wonder where you are, over. Colin, Mike 0, Oscar Papa X-ray, G4UNE, bye.
Yeah, fine, Steve. G4UNE MM0OPX. You were 5 and 9 that last over there. So the QTH is the town exactly is Uphall, quite a small place. Uniform Papa Hotel Alpha Lima Uphall is the town, and it's just outside Livingston. So I'm probably 5 or 6 miles west of Edinburgh Airport as the crow flies over.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks very much. Yeah, and good to work you. I don't know whether you're just wanting to work a lot of stations, but the band's a bit lively at the moment. The Europeans are coming in. So I'll make this as final. I wish you best of street for the weekend. See whether you can work any more stations. Back to you there, Mike 0, Oscar Papa X-ray, G4UNE, Colin.
Yeah, fine. Thank you, Stephen. G4UNE MM0OPX. Yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, have a good weekend, Stephen. Hopefully the rain is not too much. G4UNE MM0OPX 73, and there was a couple of other stations there, but you maybe moved on. MM0OPX listening on 40.
Mike 0, Mike Uniform November.
That's a call sign, I know, and I don't you having this log. Eddie, is that you?
Yeah, Roger, Colin. I hope you're well. Just scanning through and came across you there. Good 5 and 9 plus 10 dB into Aberdeen, but a wee bit noisy, over.
Yeah, band's a wee bit like that, Eddie. You're 15 over. That's what SDR console showed me. 15 over, so booming. So really short skip this afternoon. So it's nice to get round about the UK. So how are you keeping, Eddie, over?
Oh, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. Health-wise, I'm okay today, but
had quite a few health problems lately, so just take every day as it comes, Colin, over.
I suppose that's all you can do, Eddie. I suppose we've all got things going on. So yeah. Anyway, it's great to hear you, Eddie. It's been a long time. Running a little bit of power today. I think I'm running about 400 watts. I turned it down there, had some issues, so about 400 watts. But the antenna's a 66-foot doublet with homebrew ladder line, over.
Yeah, fine business. Abel's looking grand. I'm only running 100 watts here. No kidding around. 100 watts straight out the back of the IC9100 from ICOM. And the antenna is a 4080 dipole from Diamond, over.
You're booming. Nothing wrong with your 100 watts. You're doing better than what I am with the power and the doublet. So it's working really, really well, Eddie. Listen, Eddie, there's a few calling me there, so I'm going to try and get through them because I can't hang about too long. Maybe another 15 minutes and I'll need to pull the plug. But great to hear you, and hopefully it's not as long for the next time. MM0MUN, MM0OPX.
No bother at all, Colin. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing down there. 73s from MM0MUN Aberdeen.
All the best, Eddie. Okay, QRZ, MM0OPX.
Mike 3 Tango Fox Mike.
Okay, Mexico 3 Tango Fox 9. Good 59, over.
Yes, good afternoon, Colin. I've been here reading the mail a little while. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello. My name's Steve, and I'm located just east of Carlisle, so we're not too far away from each other. With the 5 and 9 plus 10, over.
Yeah, fine, Steve. It seems to be the way of it. I think that's about 4 or 5 years I've worked. I think you're maybe the third Steve. Yeah, Carlisle. Skip seems to be pretty short today, so it's quite interesting. Normally it's a little bit longer than what it is, but great to hear you. So you've obviously heard the working conditions there. So I won't hold it there with you. As I'll say, we'll try and get through a few more there before we pull the plug. All the best, Steve. Have a good weekend. M3TFM MM0OPX.
Yeah, no problem, Colin. Nice to work you, mate. If I hear again, I'll pop in and have a few more words. All the best. M3TFM. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Steve. And QRZ, MM0OPX. Okay, there was a Golf X-Ray 4.
Golf X-Ray 4, Charlie Radio, Charlie, Cornish Radio Club, down in Red Roof in Cornwall, QSO.
Roger. And what's the operator name?
QSO, the name is John. Japan Ocean Henry Norma, you're 59 plus 10.
Fantastic. Well, you made it over the pile-up, John, so you're doing well. I'm running, you've maybe heard, I'm running about 500 watts here, 400 maybe, into a doublet there. But yeah, really making it all over the country. So that's really, really quite good there, John. I won't hold it there with you. There's a few calling. All the best, John. Have a good weekend. GX4 CRC, MM0OPX.
The call I've seen your videos about the variable vertical. Okay, mate. We're the operating station of the International Marconi Day, operating for 24 hours as of tomorrow. 73.
Yeah, well, you enjoy it when it comes. Fantastic stuff, John. And the QRZ, MM0OPX. Oh, again? You're down a bit, but I've got you. Mike 3, Papa Lima Charlie. You're probably about a 55 over. I'm being a bit stingy there, yeah. You're probably at 5 and 8. I think it's just because my high noise floor. Did you say Kirkcaldy, over? Yeah, QSL, so we're obviously working ground wave. Name's Colin, what's the name, over? Fantastic, Adrian. Well, I'm over in Uphall, just outside Livingston, but I am a fifer. I've been over here about 10 years, so I come from King's Kettle originally, Adrian, but I still work in Glenrothes. So I've worked in Glenrothes since day one, and I still travel back and forth. But the long wire's working well, and I think, yeah, we'll be ground wave certainly at that distance. All the best for the weekend, Adrian. Have a good one. Mike 3 Papa Lima Charlie, MM0 OPX. Cheers, Adrian. QRZ, MM0 OPX.
Mike 7, Tango Kilo Uniform.
I think there was a station Alpha standby. Mike 7 Tango Kilo Uniform. Is that right?
Yeah, Roger. Yep, you're coming in at 5 and 7. The name here is Richard. QTH is about 10 miles from our sky. Just running 20 watts to a G90 and an NZ long wire. QSO.
Well, you're 5 and 9 here, Richard. So yeah, I've been up that way a few times there, so I'm trying to imagine where you are. Plockton way, somewhere like that, Richard?
Not quite Plockton. I'm at a small village called Dorney, about 9 miles from Kyloff-Lacalsh. QSO.
Yeah, I know where you are, Richard. For many years I would go up on the bikes up there, and it was really good. It was really good before the roads got so busy. But used to do that round Skye and then back down up round Applecross and that. So lovely part of the world, Richard. Ran about 500 watts here, 400 actually now, into a doublet. So a little bit of power, but your G90 sounds really good. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Many thanks for that. Yep, you've come up now to 5 and 9. You're 5 and 9 now, so it's good to hear from you, Colin. And certainly the roads are getting a bit busier now. Now we're heading into holiday season. Okay, I won't hold you much longer there, Colin. It's very good to speak to you. And all the best for the weekend.
Yeah, all the best, Richard. And what I would say is that G90, when I've been listening to people, that G90 sounds as good as any radio that I've been listening to. So yeah, I understand why people say that they're good. All the best, Richard. Okay, there was a station I think with Alpha in it. Go ahead. Okay, you're a little bit down now. I think that's just the QSB. I'll give you a report on the next time. Mike 7 Delta Papa Alpha. Name is Colin. Up near Livingston. Over. Okay, thanks for the 48, Alex, down in Plymouth. Yeah, I think the skip is certainly favouring shorter distances here, but you're making it all the way up to West Lothian this afternoon. Doing really well, Alex. It's about 16 degrees here. Lovely day. Sun's a little bit overcast, but nice and warm. But we're due lots of rain this weekend. All the best, Alex. There was a few calling. I'll try and get through them. Have a good weekend. Mike 7 Delta Papa Alpha MM0 OPX. Yeah, 7-3 Alex. Anyone else? MM0 OPX.
2 Echo 0, Florida Queen, Tokyo.
I got this right. 2 Echo 0, Florida Queen, Tokyo. Hopefully that's right. Name is Colin. And yeah, you're a good 5-9. Over.
Hey, good afternoon, Colin. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 plus 20 going down this way. The name is John. The town is Scunthorpe and the county is Lincolnshire. So it's Scunthorpe in Lincolnshire, Colin, we're coming from. And as I say, you're 5 and 9 plus 20 QSL.
Well, you're similar up here, John. It must just be the magic distance. Sounding really, really good. That's lovely audio. What's the radio and the audio setup? Over?
It's FT3000 with a Pro 40. I always get this wrong. PR40, that's it. With a PR40 microphone out of the radio to yourself.
Well, you've probably heard. I mean, audio is one of these things that's really personal, but that's amazing sounding audio. I wouldn't change a thing, John. Over.
Yeah, no, it's been like it for quite a while now. The antenna is a BK6, and I say ZS6 BKW, about 40 odd foot up in the air, Colin. Anyway, a few out there with you, so I'll leave it with you, Colin. I just thought I'd give you a quick shout and see if we manage to break through there. So all the best. from 2 Echo Zero, Fox Queen Tango.
I forgot the call now. M0DX. MM0DX. 73's going, all the best.
Yes, MM0OPX. Yeah, fine, John. 73. Okay, QRZ, MM0OPX.
Golf 5, Sierra Tango United.
Oh, have you got some time off your work now? Now it's gone 5. G5 SDU, 59 over.
You're right. Yeah, I finished at 5. So you were 5 and 9. You have dropped down a little bit, actually. You're 5-7 at the moment. Hearing you fine, though, because no noise at this end, Colin. But yeah, interesting listening to the difference in signals on your live stream compared to what I have here, you know, being the other end of the country. But yes, your doublet's doing well, Colin. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, thanks, Stu. It's showing me you're just tickling the 9, just over it a little bit here. But the ACOM's been tripping out, so I need to understand why. I don't know if it's just because it's got quite a sharp tune on it on the Palstar, so I just need to look at that and see if there's maybe a connection or something, because you know what it's like, if you run a little bit of power and a connection's just not right, the ACOM will just trip. So normally I'm pretty good with that, I'm pretty hot with that stuff, so and it's been absolutely fine up to this point, so it would happen when I was live streaming, Stu. Anyway, all the best, Stu. I'm going to see, I keep saying I'm going to QSY up a wee bit to maybe try 15, but I really should just do it and give it a go before I need to pull the plug. Have a good one, Stu. Hope the weekend's good to you. G5 STU MM0OPX.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, I think you're on the Econ 1009, you're same as me here, and yeah, I had some problems with it tripping out. I had a couple of arc faults a couple of times, but I think that was definitely down to some dodgy connections. I've not had it since, you know. It happened one day and that was it. But it's very much the reason why I went back to a 40-meter dipole. So I generally only run the amplifier on 40 meters, and I had an end-fed half wave, and the Acon was jumping around all over the place. So I just went back to the 40-meter dipole hex beam, the DX Commander. I have no problems with those, Colin. Anyway, I'll let you carry on. Enjoy the higher bands when you get there from G5 STU.
Yeah, fine, Stu. Yeah, that sounds like common mode coming back down and affecting it. That's what that sounds like. So yeah, no, it's funny because normally if I've got issues, I'd be hearing RF on my audio and stuff. So I think it's perhaps a dodgy connection, but I'll check out. All the best to G5 STU MM0OPX. Right, anyone else before I QSY? Right, let's QSY up the bands a bit. Okay, guys. I wonder where we're going to go. Let's try 15 first. See what we can hear. What's the CW about? And if I tune it, so I've got this little handy guide here that I made for tuning the Palstar and Acom. Yeah, cheers Alex. Let's see, what do we need here? 14 and 15. Let's see what we've got here. That seems pretty quiet on 15. Oh, someone's here.
Ciao, thank you. Italy Zulu 7.
America, CQ15, standing by.
So maybe we'll tune up here. We'll see what happens. Just mute the audio. having a little bit bother getting this tuned. I think that's getting better. Let's try that. Okay. Just tune up the linear. 1345. There we go. Okay, so 21270. Let's give a little call here. CQ, 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 CQ15, CQ15, CQ15. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ15. CQ, 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 CQ. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Hello CQ, CQ15, CQ, CQ15, CQ on 15. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. I think this is going to be quiet. CQ, 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 CQ. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. MM0 OPX. Might be better if I get some audio. CQ, 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 Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Hello CQ, CQ on 15. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. MM0 OPX. CQ, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. MM0 OPX. CQ15, CQ15, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. MM0 OPX. Last call, and I'm going to QSY down to 20. CQ, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Yeah, I think we'll go to 20. There's someone there, but you're very, very, very weak. Try again. No. MM0 OPX QSY to 20. Yeah, you're in and out. I just can't make it out. I think I got a Sierra and maybe a Victor. Okay, we'll try this here. So back to 20. Okay, that's frequency looks free. Let's just go to mute this. Okay, I'll just tune up the linear. 5, 5. $14,255. Let's have a call here. MM0OPX. CQ on 20. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Hello CQ, CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20 on 20. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Thank you, Stu. Done it again. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, hello CQ on 20. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20 on 20. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. MM0OPX. Couple of last calls and we'll pull the plug. CQ20, CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. Okay, QRP station. I got the Italy Whiskey 0 at the Golf. Give me the call again, over. No, you're away in the noise again. Try again. No, apologies, you've completely disappeared. I'll give another couple of calls, and if you can hear me get a little bit stronger, try again. CQ20, Mike 0 Oscar Papa X-ray. And again. Yeah, you're kind of weak. Try again. Yeah, I think there's I think the band's changing and maybe we're drifting here. Yeah, oh, try again. QRZ MM0OPX. Yeah, QRZ MM0OPX.
My name is Sierra November 1.
Yeah, I think I'll pull the plug here, guys. 10 is open, Stu. Let's listen on 10. See what's up there. Let's tune it on 10. Someone's there. Let's just tune up here. Okay, so I'm not seeing a lot in 10.
Oh, it's calling. Well, it's holy hell! I can't make anything out of this mess. Over. From Finland, the mobile station, Oscar Hotel. Go ahead. Yes, I got you clear. Oscar Hotel 8, Whiskey Radio stroke mobile in Finland. Your ass 95/9. Well, in the peak now you're 20/9. 20/9 on Crete Island, over.
Okay, Greece. Nothing exotic.
North, I'm gonna try it. Hold on, I'm gonna try.
No, I think I'll pull the plug, guys. So I'll mute this. Turn this off. This is how easy it is. I just stop the radio like that. There we go. Okay. No, headset went crack there. That's okay. Right, guys, I appreciate that. Those of you who's joined or maybe watches this later on. Nice to get an hour on the radio. Not too many things in the log, but good to get a chat with the few local guys on 40. So I've got the dog here's chapping at the bit. Can maybe come and say hello. Holly, come here. She wants to be out and about. So I'm going to take this the little fur baby out for a walk, Sean. Okay, thanks everyone. Catch you soon.